Alright guys, we're reacting to a video titled Inside the Country That Kills Illegal Immigrants. So while that title is already very hard hitting, now guys, I'm probably going to react to this in a part 1 and a part 2. So guys, like, subscribe, share the video, and if you want to see part 2, make sure you let me know in the comments below. Let's get into it.
I break through the wall. What happens to me next?
You will die like a dog.
The lowest unemployment in European Union is Poland. The highest GDP after COVID, Poland. One of the lowest debts, Poland.
This is Dominic, a member of the European Parliament from Poland, the country that just approved a new measure to shoot and kill anyone that tries to illegally enter their border.
Unfortunately, one of our soldiers was killed with a spear. Because they behave like animals, unfortunately. They don't behave like civilized people. We are the ones with this border. So we are protecting the whole Europe.
But Poland's strict border control and refusal to take in refugees from non-neighboring countries like Syria and Afghanistan has caused the EU to propose a €22,000 fine for each person Poland refuses to take in, and guys like Dominic to be labeled Islamophobic and fascist.
And Jean-Claude Juncker, the Commission President, says that you're racist. You sound proud of the fact that you haven't taken any refugees.
Of course, because this is what our people are expecting from our government. That's number one. This is why Poland is so safe. I don't care. I care about my family and about my country.
When I see the wall, I do understand that this is for my future children.
Does Poland's strict border policy work? Is Poland significantly safer than the rest of Europe because of it? And do the people of Poland want open borders?
Poland are racist. We are proud of it. And I don't really want any immigrants in my country, you know? Thank you, man.
Before meeting with Dominique, I headed to the capital of Poland, Warsaw, to see what the locals thought of Poland's border and their border patrol now being able to kill migrants illegally trying to enter their country.
Look, I'm not going to say too much because the video just started, but is he really that bad of a guy? Like, I don't know. You know what, guys? We're going to let the video play. I'm not going to speak too much right now.
At university, what are a lot of the students' thoughts on, shooting down illegal immigrants who come through the border?
I've never heard about it.
Okay.
But yeah, okay.
It is bad because I don't see any purpose to use a gun for the person. First of all, we need to talk. We need to identify the intention of the person.
Oh my god, that's like a tough question.
It's a crazy question, right?
Yeah, but to be honest, like, I'm not sure like how they're controlling the borders, but like I saw a lot of refugees in the Centrum here.
There are a lot of immigrants all around Europe, and sometimes it can be dangerous for the Europeans.
What are your thoughts on if you came here illegally? What should be done?
Oh, I guess I should go in prison.
Do you feel safe here in Poland as a woman?
Yeah, very much.
Do you feel safer here in Poland as a woman than you do in India?
Yeah, it's more safe.
Yeah,
it's more safe. A lot safe.
You can walk, like, go to work at night, and nobody cares, and nobody's like threatening you.
It's not very safe.
No?
Really, cross from the main streets.
Yeah.
I really feel not very safe because there are some strange people.
Here?
Yes.
Yeah, like men in general?
Oh, some sick people.
Okay.
They frighten me.
Imagine Warlock, Hell Knight, and Archdemon in one stack. And I think that means only two here.
Who should the border keep out? Who should it let in Poland?
Nice people, kind, and with good heart.
Okay. Do you think having a more strict stance on the border keeps Poland safer, or?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I know that many people have that opinion.
Okay.
I want to believe that it doesn't really matter from which country you're coming.
Okay.
If you apply to the culture, it's gonna be fine.
Safety has nothing to do with the border.
Okay, nothing? What are your thoughts on immigration in Poland?
Я сам являюсь политическим иммигрантом, и поэтому не мне отвечать на этот вопрос. Я пока не сталкивался с какими-то негативными проявлениями в свой адрес.
Why did you come from Belarus to Poland?
Я политический активист, и обратной дороги в Беларусь мне на данный момент нет.
How was your experience going through the Belarusian-Polish border?
У меня чуть другой маршрут. Я прилетел из Грузии. Я жил в Тбилиси некоторое время. Поэтому в моем случае без экстрима обошлось.
Ну, я считаю, что здесь женщине безопасно. И заниматься бизнесом тоже очень хорошо.
So, what I'm seeing so far, right, just to quickly stop, is most of the things people are saying, at least on this guy's interview, are quite positive. I mean, one woman says she feels a little unsafe, but it looks like the average. Most of them feel safe off the sea. I don't know. You can't make an assumption of one video, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys are thinking right now, though, in the comments.
Thoughts on their stance on illegal immigration and the idea that they'll kill you if you try to illegally enter through the border.
Но я считаю, по международному праву все страны защищают свою территорию. Но это на законодательном уровне. Никто из хозяев, ну, если есть граница существует, должны соблюдаться, ну, законные вот эти данные. Поэтому, ну, если ты нелегально пересечаешь, ты территориальную целостность защищаешь. Считаю, что государство вправе применять оружие для защиты своей территории. Если ты бежишь от войны, пожалуйста,
Wait, is my box in the way of the subtitles?
регистрируйся, получай документы, работай. Мне кажется, страна очень комфортная для жизни и, по-моему, очень толерантно относится ко всем беженцам. Я бежала от войны, и тем не менее за 2 года мы тоже здесь и открыли бизнес, и работаем, и платим налоги.
What are your thoughts on the border here in Poland as someone from Ukraine?
Fine. It's really fine. Yeah, it's no problem with service.
Was it easy to get here from Ukraine?
Yeah, really easy. Few hours
And you fled for political asylum? Or you work here? Why did you come?
I work. Yeah, I work.
I believe like in most Poland, especially like the eastern part in Warsaw, we're like fully open for everybody who wants to come here in every purpose. A lot of people lost their houses, lost the safety in their life.
Yeah.
So I do not see any problem with that. In my opinion, I don't have any problem with that.
Even illegally?
You know what? In my opinion, it is like hard to be illegally at this moment because you have to cross the border. I think this is not like the main spectrum of a problem. Most of them want to be illegally because they want to have a work.
So if they come to Poland, but they are from a country that's not a neighboring country to Poland, should they be allowed to come in here and be a refugee?
Yes, sure, because we've been in this situation in Poland. We have a trouble history, so we need a help for our neighbor.
What are your thoughts on illegal immigration?
I think the crime rate is going much higher so far.
So what about like Syrian refugees, like Afghanistan refugees, Eritrea? Are they close enough to be considered neighbors, or should they go to the neighboring country?
They're not like, of course, geographically they're not our neighbors, but if they looking for a safe place, they want to be here legally, they want to have a work, they want to build a new life, I don't see a problem with that.
Have you heard about the Belarusian-Polish hybrid war, they call it?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Of course, this is not correct. I mean, to allow or to bring people from outside just to push them in EU.
But before heading to the Poland-Belarus border to see what Poland says is a hybrid warfare at play where Russia is sending migrants from China and Africa into Poland for them to then enter the rest of the EU and then financially and socially destabilize the rest of Europe. I met up with Dominique, member of the European Parliament and Poland's Law and Justice Party. Is this man a racist, alt-right Islamophobe as the mainstream media and leftist detractors call him? I want to ask him, how does Poland's new border wall work? Can any refugees come in? What is this hybrid war? And how does their border control differ from other EU countries? And more importantly, does it work?
You know, every time I hear the media or the news call someone like an Islamic phobe or a racist, it's like, you just can't take it seriously anymore. Like, you hear it so much, and a lot of the times, they're actually just trying to keep their country safe. Now, I don't know too much about this guy. I'm not going to claim that I know too much, right? But you hear the same stuff about people, and it's like the media use that word or use the word racist or whatever to describe everyone. That's like, I don't really take it seriously anymore. You're just like, oh, okay, sure, another racist. Wow, okay. Like, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think, but I feel like the word has just lost its meaning these days. It's like, who do you really know? How do you really know to believe them? That's the what I was trying to say. How do you really know to believe them? You don't, because a lot of the times you look into actual people and you're like, okay, they're not as bad as what the media was trying to make them out to be. But let's see what he has to say here.
I'm very happy that we are on the street, not in the studio. You can see, and everyone can see Japan. Yeah, the difference. It's beautiful.
Would this look different in Paris, London, anywhere in Germany? What are your thoughts?
I think the easiest way to answer it is Eurostat is the most important when it comes to the data.
Okay.
The safest country in Europe, Poland. The lowest unemployment, Poland. The less crimes, Poland. So if you ask me about any data, we are leaders. And that is the fact. It's not my political opinion. When I quote this in European Parliament.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You'll want to hear this. I got myself a bargain from Love Honey, and I'm going to tell you how.
They were very unhappy.
Also, if you want to support our boots on the ground, independent journalism that is not bought and paid for by corporate interests, along with uncensored early access to all my videos before they go up on YouTube, and exclusive DLC.
In 2015, when Germany started,
Patreon.com/Tyler Oliveira for less than $5 a month.
The whole discussion on migration started in 2015 when Germany started this madness. In 2018, I said quite famous words: zero illegal migration in Warsaw, in every single Polish city. We don't want any illegals. Then they called me Islamophobe. If someone is from China, if someone is from India, or someone is, it doesn't matter who he is, what he believes in. If he's illegal, we do not want that. The difference between refugee and a migrant, especially illegal migrant, is very, very, very clear. The refugee is the person who flee from the country of conflict to the first safe country. I didn't know that Syria is bordering country with Poland.
It's not.
It's not.
Okay.
To the first safe country. That is why we took over 2 million Ukrainians. Legal.
Because you are contiguous, you guys border
That's
one
right. That's right.
In the case of Syria, Afghanistan, Eritrea, that is not the case.
They are not refugees. I'm trying to repeat it every single time. If you want to come, you can come. Submit your documents, ask for a visa, stay here for 6 or 10 months, pay taxes, contribute to the society, then you're welcome. Why not? We are not North Korea.
Sure. Well, why are Syrian, Afghanistan refugees coming to Poland and not
migrants?
UAE.
Why Qatar did not react? Why
aren't they going to Qatar?
Very rich Arab country.
Okay.
Where is Qatar? I'm trying to ask this question for years now, and I cannot find any answers because we've been told that this is a global problem, so there is a need for a global solidarity. So there is no global solidarity.
Sure.
What are your guys' thoughts in the comments about what he's saying? Again, I'm not going to claim to be the most knowledgeable in it, but I would like to hear different opinions. Obviously, me, right now, I would say I more agree with him because I think when you do look at what a lot of illegal immigrants are doing in countries like America, like the UK, it's not really that positive. But again, there may be another side that I'm not seeing, and I'm always open to have my mind changed, but I don't really completely disagree with him. Do you know what I mean? You have to think about your own country at the end of the day. You know, it might seem harsh, it may seem cruel, right? But you have to think about your own country at the end of the day. But again, I'd like to know different opinions. If anyone has a different opinion, let me know in the comments below. But I don't know. I don't think I really disagree with him too much. You know, I just don't, because I see what they're doing in a lot of other countries. And I know all the times, not all of them are doing it, but I'm just talking about the average here. It doesn't look very good. But again, if you disagree, let me know in the comments below.
Qatar is the great example. Our soldier was killed with a spear by the illegal.
Terrible.
So that would happen on the streets if we would let them in. They started this madness by willkommen politik.
Okay.
That was the politic, welcoming illegals because they were hoping for cheap labor. Okay. They found out that those who came illegally, they don't want to work. They don't want to work, but there's much more crimes.
Sure.
So they said, okay, let's spread them around. Let's say that this is our responsibility and European solidarity, and then we're gonna get rid of this problem. So in European Union, they started the thing they called quota system.
Okay.
Each country should take migrants. They called refugees. That's how they call them. They says you're gonna pay like 22,000 euros per person if you will not take them in.
And you guys said, no, we are not doing that.
Of course not.
What were the consequences to that old action, I suppose?
They tried to force us to take illegals. We said, no, it's better to pay. It's better to have frozen assets, whatever, rather than risk our own life.
Okay.
And look at the streets now.
Do a pan?
There you go.
Has Poland always been this way, Dominic?
This is what is needed to understand why we cherish our freedom so much.
All right.
Because of Russia, because of Germany. Historically, Poland did not exist for 123 years. We gained our independence back in 1918. So after that, after 1918, we had a little bit of freedom. But then in 1939, Germany and Russia attacked.
Both fronts?
Both. And we had this terrible communism in Poland for 70 years. That's why I hate Putin. I hate him. Because he's trying to go back to the Soviet Union era. the way he behaved, the way Russia behaved, is unpredictable. 123 years.
Police?
Finally, we have an MP with a great English.
There we go. When did this hybrid war begin? Is this an act of Russia trying to antagonize?
Of course, it's because when you go through the papers, you see that the guys who came to Belarus are with the Russian visas.
Okay.
So we know that by the fact, it's not an opinion.
I see.
So the whole process of traveling is organized by Russia. And because of the green border with Belarus, they are able to come to Belarus and attack our borders. So it's organized by Russia, of course. And they want to destabilize Poland and other countries because the whole thing is not only about Poland. Hungary, Italy, and others. In this part of Europe, we know that Russia is responsible.
And when you push back against the Muslim refugees, illegal immigrants, whoever they were, why did they call you an Islamophobe? What happened there?
First of all, it's not true.
Okay.
One of my closest friends is from Syria.
Okay.
You know, he came here legally. He started his company.
Yeah.
He paid taxes. He's been here for many years, and we are very close friends. And he's from Syria, and he says, never ever let them come in. Oh, of course, they call us racist. They call us Islamophobes. It's not true. They try to tell us that the doctors will come, engineers will come, that our society.
Sure.
It's all bull.
Do you need doctors?
Of course not. I mean, but we need doctors, not doctors,
Do you
right?
need their doctors?
No, thank you. Take them. I want Poland to be like this. Look.
Now, is most of the Polish government in agreement with your stances on this? Is
This phrase, be like Poland, because of decisions which were made by our government. Yes, yes. Dzień dobry.
Dużo sukcesów w momencie.
Dziękuję bardzo.
Dobrą robotę pan robi.
Dziękuję.
Dominic, you're loved far and wide here, it seems. It's like this.
But what I will say is the fact that he can just walk the street. I mean, what politicians do you really see walking the street over here? Like where I live in the UK, you never really see that. You never really see them walking the street and people coming up to them and praising them, you know? So I don't know. I'm not saying that really is evidence to say it's perfect, but you know, you don't really see that in other countries. Politicians just walking around in the street doing interviews with YouTubers. You don't really see that.
Message is resonating with a lot of the public.
And you have to remember that this is a very liberal city.
Sure.
Are you a big fan of them?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Tell me about the live bullets, the fact that you can now kill illegal immigrants trying to enter the border.
I love it. If you are trying to commit a crime on the Polish soil, you might be dead. We do not know if you're a refugee, a migrant, or a terrorist. That's why after our soldier was killed, our parliament passed a law that we can use live bullets to protect our nation. We heard that it appeared, but there is no such a zombie cities like San Francisco. We don't have that. You know why?
Why not?
Because we are protecting our border.
Okay.
That's the way they trying to smuggle it into the country. Any illegal activity is always connected to the drugs or guns. But drugs is a very good business. So it's not only about having illegals, it's also about security and anti-drugs war. So we are winning at the moment. You can see how happy people are.
Putin toilet paper.
How safe they feel, you can tell. It's just beautiful. You can't see this kind of thing in Europe anymore.
When do you think the rest of Europe lost this?
When they decided to be politically correct. It started with the leftists. This is what they want. They want diversity. What kind of diversity? With a knife and a rifle? Is this diversity?
Beautiful.
You do not see soldiers with the rifles as you see in London or in France. There's no need. We are not racist. We are not Islamophobes. We are logical. So I think it's very important to have this discussion, our discussion, while eating.
Okay.
I tell you why.
Why?
Because it's so peaceful. Can you show around?
Beautiful.
How peaceful it is. You don't feel any stress. You do not feel any anxiety. You don't feel threatened by anyone. You don't have anyone coming to your table and, you know, asking for money or whatever. You just sit, relaxing, you have a nice beer, and then you have beautiful pierogies. This is what I love about Poland. That's
Do you
why.
guys have homeless people here?
Well, every country has homeless, but can you see any?
Why are the women so beautiful here?
What about men? Hello.
No offense to the guys.
No. Poland is the last stronghold of normality in Europe and in the world in many, many ways. Come and visit.
And you made sure I wasn't a Russian propaganda asset, right?
I hope you're not. You would be killed.
All right.
The whole process of replacement.
Well, he did not laugh while saying that, did he? Wow, we're going to finish this, and then after that, we're going to end the video.
It's just a fact, by the numbers. It's not my political opinion. By the numbers, we are in a very, very bad situation. And listen to me, I do understand that you will have maybe someone who will translate it into Arabic or any other. Do not come to the Polish border.
What will happen if you do and you try to enter illegally?
You might be killed. If you will come here illegally, you will try to harm any of our soldiers, you will be killed. Cheers.
Cheers to pierogis, to Poland, and
come. I'm telling you.
DUM on
This
stream?
is the only interview in my whole career when I let someone record me while I'm eating.
I think it's a great idea. House sitters get somewhere to stay, and we, the house owners, get someone.
How is it? As a man of the people.
It tastes like freedom. It's Saturday night. Look.
All right, guys, we're going to stop there. Like I said, if you want me to react to the part 2 of that, let me know, because the video is quite long, but it is an interesting video. I quite enjoyed that video. Again, I'm not going to give too much of my opinion on it because I feel like I'm not as educated on different situations like this in terms of other people, but I will say that I don't completely disagree with keeping illegal immigrants out of the country. Can't get my words out today. I don't completely disagree, but guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, for part 2, comment down below, and I'm out. Peace.